Howdy folks. So we're just going to be doing a really simple nymph illustration. So to start this off, I'm going to warn that this is my first traditional piece in a very long time, especially since I've started college. Woo woo. Okay, so right now I'm just setting up my cups. I like to use 2 cups of water, one clean, one dirty, and then I like to have a swatch of my paints and then a little side piece of paper for testing out skin tone. So I set all my brushes out so I can look at the sizes and kind of decide from there. I want to go with the piece or what size of brushes would be best. So after I get everything set up, pull out my kneaded erasers, my colored pencils, and stuff like that. I usually go in and I use the kneaded eraser to lighten up the original sketch. I mean, you can't really see the sketch because it's in blue lead, so it's pretty, I don't know what the word is, hideable? He's a sneaky boy. So after using the kneaded eraser, I'll go through and I'll put a base tone on the majority of the drawing, especially if it comes to like skin tones or just like the main character piece. Well, as you can see, I'm like testing out tones on the side paper, and it's because I'm trying to decide which background piece I want to do. So I'm gonna start putting down the background color, and I made a huge mistake, like beginner's error. Like, okay, it is okay if people do what I'm about to do. I just know I'm making a mistake because it's not what I wanted the piece to turn out, or the way at least. So when you're putting down really big masses of watercolor like this, use a bigger brush. I don't know why I'm being so dainty. It's probably because of all these small pieces, but I really should have used a bigger brush, and I should have wetted the paper first. Another mistake I did is I did not put down the masking fluid first because I wanted little white pure bubbles of like her skin tone, you know, kind of like mushroom spores or like dandelion puffs, I'm not sure. Anyways, so I hastily put those down, and then I had to wait a whole day. I was trying to just do this in a night, but like it was 1 a.m. already, and I didn't have like another hour to wait for the masking fluid to really solidly dry all the way through. So I took a break. There were a lot of mistakes to begin with. I mean, I've been doing a lot of digital, or I've been doing a lot of charcoal works and body figure drawings, and not really a lot of my own work. Also, I think everyone's kind of in a funk. It's in the bad, sick times in which we are all locked at home. But it is okay. Soon the curse will be lifted. Eeky. So you'll see now that I'm like testing the solidity. And this is when I realized that it was going to take a while, because I think even on the bottle of I'm using the Fineline masking fluid. Maybe not on the bottle, but I did see in the warning, like the product reviews of like, if you're doing big globs of this, wait. And I have friends who use it too. Oddly enough, we've never discussed techniques. We're kind of, you know, a little preoccupied mentally, so it's either all funny ha times or sad boy hours #2. Oh man, you can totally see the streakiness of the background, but it's okay. I mean, I'm really just glad that I got a piece done for myself. So I'm going in and starting to do the shading on the body, and I'm reapplying the main skin tone that I used at the beginning, kind of as an overlaying base. I'm also going in and doing the blush kind of after the shading has dried a bit so that they don't mix. And I'm also doing your hat. They are the same tone for the most part. I just dab off that excess pigment to keep it really light and desaturated. I know I could just like add more water and desaturate the pigment itself, but I didn't want to lose like its hue. Because remixing watercolors can be tricky, especially with such a huge pan variety like this. Please don't think you have to get the whole Winsor & Newton set. I just did when I was really young. It was a big Christmas gift for me. And I love it. And I've been using it and I've been refilling it for a while. So sometimes it's hard to keep track of like what you're mixing and like portions, and you should write this stuff down. I think I did on my last watercolor thing, but that was like 6 months ago. Now I'm starting to go in with a fine tip brush and do all of the face bits. So things like her eyelashes and her eyes, eyebrows, cheeks. That can be cute little things. I think I maybe have done her ears at this point too, because I was a little worried of it bleeding into the mushroom cap itself. But he's cute. He's a cute boy. Oh yes, this was a good part. I started finally peeling off that masking fluid. Oh, so satisfying. But I kind of I snaggled up the process. I didn't like how one side of the mushroom cap turned out, like shading wise, in the like ruffles of it. In the membrane, I should say. It's the left side. I think it shows up left for you guys at least. I tried. So right now I'm heading into the fine lining. I'm using like, I think it's sepia multi-micron liners. I'm pretty sure I did 05 and then did another one in 08, or it could be 03 and then 05. I will have products listed in the description. But I'm just going around and giving everything just a general hard line, I guess. So this is the finished bowl. It is not my proudest work, but I think for like rustiness sake, I think that it's pretty tasty. So we're heading into some close-ups. I know these are pretty funky angles, but I'll be posting the finished product to my Instagram after this video is uploaded. So if you need some mushroom man vibes, hit me up there.